Terrell Thomas, These Urban Times. I'm sitting down with a gentleman making a lot of noise in the hip hop world. You know, we love to bring you hip hop content, whether it be from indie artists you hear every day. This cat right here is an artist that we can very easily see you listening to on a regular basis, getting him in your Spotify mix, getting him in your playlist mix.
Yeah,
IFY P,
that
how you
Spotify
feeling
running
today,
up
good
too.
sir?
Yeah, no doubt. Yo, I was about to say Spotify running up too. Y'all check me out on Spotify, yo. That shit going up.
How you feeling today, man?
Man, I can't complain. The snow, I can't complain. Just out here.
Talk to our audience and let them know. IFY P, when did you get into the music business? When did you know that music and hip hop was for you?
Well, all right. So I started I say 2013, 14, like really getting serious with it because I had some friends in my circle that already Grammys, and they started doing their rap things. You see them in BET. I ain't gonna say no names. And it was a hobby for me. Like everywhere I go, like my friend, one of my close friends, right behind the scenes is an engineer. So I'll just pop up on him, yo, he'd be like, yo, get in the booth. Or then he'll travel with me. He made a studio in my house. I got a house in New Orleans, and he made a studio in my house in Maryland. I got a house in Maryland. So I'm like, anywhere I go, anytime I just think of something, I just put it out. Then I started letting people hear it. And that's when niggas was like, yo, you should release this shit. Everybody kind of like fugazi. Everybody is backed by a big homie. Everybody is backed by some label. Everybody, you see me with this is. So I just started really, going hard with the rap. And once I peeped that, everybody's faking the lifestyle. And it was easy for me to just, be me as far as just, telling y'all how I feel and where I'm coming from as far as this lifestyle is concerned. Niggas be capping a lot, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can check my first video. First video had the G-Wagon out. You know what I'm saying? That was my first video, had the wagon out. No OG, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh, I peeped that. I'm trying to bring a sort of reality to the game, That's all. It's not just about taking drugs and being high and all that shit, you know what I'm saying?
I respect that. You're originally from Maryland, from the DMV area. Talk to me about the hip hop scene in the DMV and what influenced you coming up.
All right, so I meet a lot of these cats in the club, Fat Trail, Shy, motherfucking, we see them, like they have their VIP, we have our VIP. Tank Davis come through, he be in his VIP. Like, and on some street niggas shit, we just chilling, smoking, watching these niggas like, what's the difference between them? They got their wagon outside, I got my G-Wagon outside. You know what I'm saying? They got their jewelry, we shop from the same jewelry. You got your Rolex, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, the only difference is they have singles, they're out, they're doing something with their career. You feel me? When I'm just in the hood rapping with my mans and I'm just like, oh, you know what? I need to monetize or put out, or people need to hear me. Especially, I caught a body a couple years ago, like a while ago, I'll say. And that really put things in the perspective for me as far as pursuing my goals or something before I get caught up in anything streetwise. And that really was the turning point where I'm like, man, they fuck around, lock me up for 30 years, man. I got all this music I wanna put out. I got all this, I want people to feel me, That's all. And that's when I really started just like going in and let's dropping music. You know what I'm saying? We beat the case, everything good. We good, you know what I'm saying? My man home, everything good, we good, you know what I'm saying? And and he kind of surprised, like when it really took off, like I said, people are going to BET. I know people that got plaques, and I know people that's getting $1 million checks off this music. I know people that, just I keep thinking about people that I know closely that I'm like, yo, I remember when he wasn't nothing, and then this music took him there, and so I started focusing more on just being an artist and recording a lot, and then the people in DC, the DJs in DC, from going to the clubs, yo, let me hear that shit. And that's how that shit started. Let me hear that shit. Oh, word. I'm about to put this on the radio. And then my man Troy, shout out to Troy 93.9. You know what I'm saying? He be in the clubs a lot. Yo, let me hear that shit. My man, give me that shit. I ain't even know. He just took it to the radio. Then one day he just calls me like, yo, yeah, they about to play your shit. Listen, I'm like, word. Like, yeah, it got serious. And then even Mercedes, like sending my music to her. Somehow I got entangled with her, and she's like, man, this shit hot. Look, they about to call you on tour. I'm like, just, me, who, me, nobody, me. They playing on the radio. That's why I say that the road for an indie artist is always, you never know where it's gonna take you. You just gotta keep going, You don't know who gonna call you up when. You don't know who gonna play your shit when. You don't know who, so even this little interview, he was like, man, we heard about this like 2 hours ago. I'm like, yo, open up the studio, we about to pull up. I got an interview, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you never know, you just gotta always be ready, that's all.
That's facts. You definitely got to always be ready. You got 2 singles out that's been making some noise and whatnot, picking up, as you mentioned, on Spotify and on different things. One, of course, being Work, and then your other joint being In My Crew. Talk to me about those 2 records, how they came about, and the momentum that you've been receiving from those 2.
All right. So I came in town. Shout out to Taylor Davis, who did In My Crew, and then shout out to JL. JL, that's my nigga. You know what I'm saying? He did the Work joint. You know what I'm saying? He did a lot of shit with like Q the Fool and like other DC artists and whatnot. So when I came back in town, I had a meeting with J.Prince. Shout out to nigga Reason, Lil Reason. Put me on J.Prince and Junior. You know what I'm saying? Is it Junior? What's the light skin one name?
Yeah, his son. Yeah.
The son. Not the dark skin, not the other 2, but it was J.Prince and Junior, the light skin one that, So we sat down, we had a little talk. Like he came to town when we were pushing his book or whatever. So he come to DC and we had drinks and it was cool. And respect that man. He has a real lot of like a lot of knowledge with him, So he's basically just like, you need to do more in your city. You know what I'm saying? So I started just bumping around more in the city, going to every hood, uptown, going to this studio, KDY, going to this studio, uptown, going to studios in South Side, fucking with the niggas on the East Side, you know what I'm saying? And Taylor had a track. So I started, I went over there, he put the track on, I did that joint. And then, like I said, just keep fucking with the local DC artists and DC producers what got those songs out. Because normally dealing with my industry links, they'll have me in Atlanta doing songs with Zaytoven and Cassius J or somebody, you know what I'm saying? Or like some producers from Epic Records or something like that. But like I said, J.Prince put it in the mind, like, you fuck with your city harder, Like I said, street nigga, I travel a lot, so I don't super be in the city like that. But then once I came back, everybody still always fuck with me. So I'm in every studio. I got songs everywhere. But then those 2 songs were the ones that just had the sound from the youth. Because it was like younger producers, and they had that sound. And he mixed it right there. This shit was crazy. And once he made that In My Crew, I knew it was a hit. And then like a Work joint, the Work joint, I think we was traveling for the Dipset tour, right? This was like 2 years ago. That joint, you feel me? But was traveling from the Dipset tour and we stopped off in New Orleans. And my man right here, we set up a studio in New Orleans real quick, spent a couple G's and took a room and just like put the installation and the mics and all that shit. And that joint was just, it was just fluke, put the beat on, we did that jump, forgot about it for real. When the time come for the project, we started going through all the tracks that I recorded and whatnot. And yeah, that was one of the hits for it. You feel me? So we added that to the No Smoke. And then yeah, it's been going up ever since. I'm happy for that too. I'm really happy for what's going on right now.
That's dope as shit to hear, good brother. That's damn sure dope to hear. Talk to me about what it's been like creating music, continuing to travel, still get your sound of your music out there during the pandemic. Of course, it's been different on how we move a lot. I mean, shit, in normal times, we might be sitting face to face doing an interview. We doing things virtually right now. What's it been like creating music in the pandemic?
I want to say that it's harder to collab, because of the pandemic. It's harder to collab, but because of that's the most I can say. It's hard to collab. You got to send niggas shit. Ain't nobody really trying to lock in for real. That's why I said that during the pandemic, I got a studio in the house in New Orleans. I got a studio in the house in Maryland, just so that I can just wake up and just go record, without having to like, lock in, set a session up. Like we got a session with Fabio Foreign. So I had to do the verse, send it over. Like, you know, and it was just weird. It was like I had to do a couple verses, send it over. And I was like, I don't like that joint. He's like, oh, I like this hook, or we don't like this verse. So I'm like, you know what? We're gonna be in New York this week. We just gonna pull up and get in the studio. That's how hard it is to do a collab, because it's like, man, he might not be vibing with that, or I might not be vibing with that beat. You feel me? So we got you know, CJ's Whoopty. So the cat from that produced Whoopty, the cat that produced Whoopty sent me the beat pack. What's cause Pokio on the beat sent us a beat pack. You feel me? And off that, I did another hook, sent it over, and I think it's fucking with that. So on Friday, we're gonna see what we come up with. But it's just hard to collab because of that pandemic shit. I don't even know how motherfuckers are doing it. But, you know, Atlanta niggas is doing it the best because they're all in one city. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of artists in one city. So I see them doing a lot of, you know, collabs and shit. But apart from other cities, I don't see a lot of other cities doing vocal collabs like that.
No, that's factual. That's damn sure facts and whatnot. We were speaking too momentarily off camera before we actually got rolling, and you were explaining some of the things of I don't want to say struggles, but some of the high points and the low points of being an indie artist. Share with me some advice that you can share with other indie artists, and some things that have helped you out as an indie artist.
All right, so I was listening to he says, I don't need no advance because I get that dope. That's Freeway. As an indie artist, you better make sure your pocket's ready, man. You feel me? And I think that's what separates, because as an indie artist, you gotta work for yourself. You feel me? And you always working. It's a nonstop 24-hour grind. You feel me? Not just more than music. So where you get distracted is, I got the homie who, you know, we taking pictures coming up, we in the booth, but he decides to take a deal. And I'm like, damn, should I take a deal? Should I go, you know what I'm saying, do what he did and take a deal? Or should I just keep on my shit, keep grinding, and one day it's gonna, you know, come into fruition and what I've been doing, which has always been my music and my message. Is like, nigga, keep hustling. You know, don't worry about it. Just keep hustling. You feel me? 100 racks coming. Keep getting that shit. Cause that's what I peep has been lacking in the industry now. Like that. Yo, keep grinding, son. You know what I'm saying? Just keep grinding. Like, there's no more Jeezys, ain't no more Yo Gottis. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z gone. You feel me? It's now, you know, the message is kind of more like turn up party, or, you know, shoot up, and I'm a hustler. So like I said, when I see niggas taking the deal and I see them in BT, or I see them doing their interviews and shit, and I'm like, because of the deal they took, it makes me like, damn, did he make it? You know, but then I realize everybody's path is different. Because you might see them taking the deal this year and they be on the radio this year, but next year they owe the label a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I don't need no advance because I get that dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather put my own bread up, you feel me, and grind that shit out myself and get, when the money come back, you know what I'm saying? I don't got nobody in my pot. If it don't make sense, you know. If it makes sense, cool, but you know how deals go. That's what kind of discouraged me to taking a deal, or, you know, I'm really big on the indie part of it because of that bread. You know, niggas be getting fucked over for the bread, or niggas be doing things they don't want to do for the bread, or, you know, I don't really care more. So I'm just like, you know, that's the shit that I don't want. I want to always be in control of my music and my future, like how I saw Jay do it, or like I said, how I saw Yo Gotti do it, or how Rick Ross do it, or how back to Master P and, you know, bosses. Niggas is billionaires now, nigga. And no cap. You know what I mean?
I think that's what we all trying to inspire to be. Like you said, billionaires. Do
Yeah,
it
them
from the
niggas is,
ground
I'm
up.
talking
Make
about
that
with a
shit work.
beat, my nigga. Yeah, be like them niggas is reaching heights that I think in this hip hop, since when hip hop started, that people never really thought could happen. Like niggas is doing, like, I'm like, they doing what? They signing who? The deal? It's like, damn, niggas is. Yeah, I was just looking at Meek Mill the other day when he got into it with 6ix9ine and shit. And I was just like, damn, Meek went from a battle rapper in fucking Philly to he get locked up, and NFL niggas is like, yo, get that boy out. You know what I'm saying? They doing shit to where it's like, what?
Shit, Beyonce was screaming "Free Meek." Like that's some
You feel me?
that's some
Like
shit.
what? Like hip hop is that important when you own your shit. When you're like, you know what I'm saying, have something to give. So that to the community, I guess. So that's why I was like, yo, I make it. I put as many people on as I can in the city. And that's another thing I don't see in our city is niggas putting niggas on. Talking about DC. Need to put more people on, show more love. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like niggas need to put more niggas on. You know what I'm saying? Too much crab in the bucket shit right here. You know what I mean? But who am I to say, you know how niggas be talking? I might cause a motherfucking controversy, but whatever.
No, you said some accurate things right there, and that's dope to even hear you talking about when you get on putting other people on. That is something that lacks, not even just in hip hop, but in the Black community. Period. That's not something that we hear a lot of, and we need more leaders to do those things. Now, you showing a lot of love to the DMV. That's your hometown, your backyard, and whatnot. NBA, it's a lot of things going on, and it's looking like the MVP might be from the DMV. Speaking on Kevin Durant and everything he's doing with the Brooklyn Nets, if you had to pick right now today, an NBA Finals preview or prediction, who would you see in the finals this year?
Oh man, like it's probably gonna be Brooklyn and LA, man. They got the squad right now, you know. They got Durant, Harden, and Kyrie, and then LA got a crazy squad. You know what I'm saying? You know they're gonna take the West again. Like LeBron ain't playing. Shout out to that nigga LeBron, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like he doing his Tom Brady shit. Like shout out to Tom Brady, yo. You know what I'm saying? He doing that. Like yeah, nigga, I'm that nigga. Fuck you talking about? You know what I mean? And I got the stats to prove it. You know what I'm saying? Like that type shit. So and it's kind of looking like Durant and them are gonna be that force, you know. And I think if they go there, it's gonna be a war. That's the only, yeah, them niggas. I would love to see that. Nah, for real, son. That's like,
I think
you know,
basketball fans all over the world want that matchup.
yeah, I would love to see that. Like, cause LeBron ain't about to let up. Durant ain't about to let up. You forgetting like Harden and Kyrie, them niggas, you know what I'm saying? Then, ooh, I want to see that game right there, young.
Yeah, that's factual. I like that prediction, man. What's next for you, Iffy? What's next for you, man? As we just mentioned, your two latest singles are in the mix right now. Work and My Crew. You can check both of them out on Spotify immediately following this interview. What's next for you as we move in? We getting ready.
I'm definitely gonna go gold. That's my
Okay.
next move right there. Definitely gonna go gold. We ain't on this little movement we on right now. Shout out to the niggas from 808 Mafia. You know what I'm saying? They just blessed me with a track. I got Shot Glizzy on the track with the 808 Mafia joint. You know what I'm saying? Coming up. It's supposed to be this Friday, but it's gonna probably be next Friday. I'll let y'all know when that joint drop. Okay. And then, like I said, I got the joint with 5-Year Foreign off the Bama that did the Whoopty track. You know what I'm saying? So I got that joint coming up next. So coming by summertime, I got a whole bunch of videos and tracks that I want to drop. And I got another project or two. I got like 3 albums for real. You know what I'm saying? I've been just like singles. You know what I'm saying? Just teasing shit. Like, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, got 3 albums. Shit, I'm just talking. I just got off the phone on my jeweler. I was trying to not even wear this shit. I was trying to have some mud shit. You feel me, young? Like I'm ready to go for real, young. I got a bunch of tracks. Studio accessible all the time. Like I said, I got studios in the crib, and I'm in a big studio right now. Like I said, got a bunch of videos, and trying whenever the society open back up, we try and go back on tour. Okay. You know what I'm saying right now, I think they're doing like parking lot parking lot shows and
Yeah,
shit like that,
mhm.
which ain't really the super vibe, but you know what I'm saying? Like, so I would want to say thank God for the COVID, you know what I'm saying? So indie artists can get in the mix and shit. You know what I mean? Because everybody not dropping shit right now. Everybody chilling. So it's kind of helping me out. So I can't, but I got a lot of shit coming. So like these interviews, we got the New York run, 5E, we got the Shy Glizzy joint. We got like 3 more videos, and that's just till summertime, not including the albums I'm gonna drop. I got merch coming, and something else. I gotta get my book. It's a bunch of shit, bro.
Okay.
There's a bunch of shit. I'm probably gonna come back on your show again. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Oh, facts.
Like,
We gonna
you know
stay
what
in
I'm
tune
saying?
with what you
So
got going on.
yeah.
We
When
gonna
I got
damn
some
sure
more,
stay in tune.
for sure.
Let our audience know how they can follow you via social media. Also, let them know how they can stream your music, where they can check your music out and hear more from IFY.
All right, first off, you could Google IFY P. That's IFY space P. Everything will pop up. If you want to go on Spotify, it's IFY P, same thing, IFY space P. On socials, it's IFY IFY underscore FTD. That's fresh to death. So it's IFY IFY underscore FTD. That's all my socials. But just Google IFY P, everything should pop up. You know what I'm saying? Good luck too, bro.
All love, man. I appreciate your time today. We're gonna definitely stay in tune with what you got going on. Catch up with you in the next couple of months and just see how much progress you've made and see what new you got popping.
All right, good luck.
All love, man. Be safe.
All right.